Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a topic that may sound strange, but it holds a profound truth for those who desire to fulfill their purpose and potential in life. The topic is ghost everyone. Now, when I say ghost everyone, I'm not talking about running away from people or disappearing into isolation. No, I'm talking about stepping into a new level of intentional living. I'm talking about removing distractions, setting boundaries, and letting go of anything and anyone that hinders you from fulfilling your destiny. You see, every person in this room has a purpose. You were not born by accident, nor are you walking this earth aimlessly. God designed you with intent to make a difference, to influence, to lead, to innovate. But here's the challenge: you cannot fulfill your purpose while trying to please everyone. You cannot step into your greatness if you're constantly worried about who likes you or who doesn't, who supports you or who doesn't. Who supports you or who doesn't. Your life's purpose is something unique and deeply personal. It's the reason you were created, the driving force behind everything you do. However, one of the greatest challenges many people face is allowing the opinions and expectations of others to cloud their vision and steer them off course. When you live for other people's approval or validation, you risk compromising your true potential and delaying your destiny. The reality is, not everyone will understand or appreciate your purpose. Some may criticize your decisions, while others may try to impose their own expectations on you. But it is essential to remember that your journey is not for them to dictate. What others think of you or expect from you should not define your actions or decisions. Instead, your primary focus should always be on fulfilling the purpose that's been placed in your heart. When you prioritize your life's purpose, you begin to make decisions based on where you are going, not where you've been. You set goals that align with your long-term vision, and you take steps that move you closer to that destiny. This requires a strong sense of clarity and commitment to your mission, regardless of the opinions and judgments that may surround you. Your purpose becomes your guiding compass, leading you to make choices that are in line with your ultimate goals, even when they are unpopular or misunderstood by others. In order to fulfill your purpose, it's crucial to recognize and eliminate the distractions that are holding you back. These distractions often come in the form of people, habits, and activities that don't contribute to your growth, but instead drain your energy and shift your focus away from what truly matters. Sometimes these distractions are subtle. They can appear as toxic relationships, where people pull you into negativity, gossip, or drama. They might be the well-meaning friends or family members who, though they care about you, constantly discourage your dreams or distract you from your path. Other times, the distractions come from within, from habits and routines that no longer serve you, like procrastination, mindless entertainment, or even fear-based thinking. To truly reach your goals, you need to be ruthless in cutting out these distractions. Think of it like this: every bit of time and energy spent on things that don't move you closer to your purpose is energy wasted. It's time that could have been invested in something meaningful. You have to ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? If it's not helping, if it's not contributing to your growth, it's time to let it go. This might mean distancing yourself from certain people for a season. It might mean changing your environment or creating new habits that are aligned with the future you want to create. This process isn't easy because we often become comfortable with our routines, even when they aren't serving us. But if you want to rise to the next level, you have to be willing to make the hard choices and leave behind the things that are holding you down. Distractions don't just waste time, they derail progress. They keep you stuck in cycles of inaction and prevent you from reaching your full potential. When you cut off distractions, you create space for clarity and focus. You free yourself from the noise that clouds your vision and prevents you from hearing your own inner voice of purpose. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful tools you have in staying true to your purpose. Boundaries are essential because they protect your time, energy, and focus from being consumed by people or situations that do not align with your vision. If you're serious about achieving your goals, you must be intentional about who and what you allow into your life. Many of us struggle with boundaries because we fear disappointing others. We don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or be perceived as selfish. But let me tell you this, setting boundaries is not about pushing people away. It's about keeping your mission intact. You can still love and respect others while protecting the time and space you need to fulfill your purpose. Boundaries ensure that your energy isn't wasted on things that don't contribute to your growth. When people don't align with your vision, their presence in your life can become a distraction. They may unintentionally or sometimes intentionally pull you off course. They might try to impose their own fears or limitations on you, or they may demand time and energy that you need to invest in your own mission. This is where boundaries become critical. You need to be clear about what you're working toward and unapologetically protect the space needed to achieve it. For example, if you're focused on building a business, you might need to set boundaries around your time, choosing not to engage in every social event or conversation that doesn't align with your goals. If you're trying to grow spiritually or emotionally, you might need to set boundaries with those who only bring negativity or doubt into your life. It's okay to say no. In fact, learning to say no is one of the most important skills you can develop when you're on the path to greatness. Boundaries are not just about keeping people out there, about creating an environment where your purpose can thrive. When you set boundaries, you're declaring that your purpose matters, that your goals are important, and that your time is valuable. You're choosing to prioritize your vision over the demands and distractions of the world around you. But let me be clear, boundaries are not walls. You're not shutting yourself off from the world or from relationships. Instead, you're creating a structure that allows you to engage with the world in a healthy, purposeful way. Boundaries ensure that you remain focused on your mission while still being present in the lives of those who matter. The truth is, not everyone will understand or appreciate your boundaries, and that's okay. Some people will push against them, challenge them, or even feel offended by them. But remember, your responsibility is not to please everyone. Your responsibility is to protect your purpose. When you set boundaries, you are telling the world and yourself that you are committed to your vision and that nothing will pull you off track. So be intentional about the boundaries you set. Be clear about your goals and communicate your boundaries with respect and confidence. You don't need to justify or explain them to everyone. You just need to stand firm in your commitment to yourself and your mission. In doing so, you'll create the space and clarity you need to move forward unhindered by distractions or demands that don't serve your higher calling. Time is one of the most valuable resources you possess. Unlike money, possessions, or even energy, time is something you can never get back once it's spent. That's why it's essential to guard your time as if your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Every moment you waste on trivial conversations, meaningless engagements, or unproductive activities is time you could have invested in pursuing your purpose and growing toward your goals. We often take time for granted, thinking we have plenty of it. But the truth is, your time on this earth is finite. You don't have forever to fulfill your potential or make the impact you were born to make. Every day is an opportunity. And how you choose to use that time determines whether you move closer to your purpose or drift further away. Many people fall into the trap of filling their schedules with activities that seem important, but in reality contribute little to their personal growth. They get caught up in endless social media scrolling, mindless entertainment, or unproductive conversations that leave them no better off than when they started. Then they wonder why they feel stuck, why they're not progressing toward their goals. The answer is simple: they are not guarding their time. You need to start treating your time like the precious, irreplaceable commodity that it is. Be selective with how you spend it. Every minute of your day should be intentionally used either for rest, growth, or action that moves you closer to your purpose. This doesn't mean you should never relax or enjoy life, quite the opposite. It means you need to recognize when you're giving away your time to things that don't serve you or your vision. One of the most effective ways to guard your time is to evaluate your daily routines and ask yourself, is this activity bringing me closer to my goals, or is it simply a distraction? If it's a distraction, eliminate it or reduce it. You'd be surprised how much time you can free up simply by cutting out unnecessary activities. Time that can be used for learning, working on your passion, building your skills, or even resting, so that you can operate at your highest level. But it's not just activities you need to evaluate. The people in your life can also affect how you spend your time. You must be mindful of those who constantly demand your attention but offer nothing in return. These are the people who pull you into endless, fruitless conversations, gossip, or drama. While it's important to maintain healthy relationships, you also need to protect your time from those who don't respect it. It's okay to say no to engagements, invitations, or conversations that don't align with your purpose. You don't have to feel guilty for prioritizing your time. In fact, saying no to what doesn't serve you allows you to say yes to what does. Every time you guard your time, you're creating space for the things that truly matter: your goals, your growth, and your legacy. Remember, time is an investment. The way you spend your time today will determine the quality of your life tomorrow. If you invest it wisely by working on your dreams, improving yourself, and nurturing your purpose, you'll reap the rewards of that investment in the future. But if you waste it, you'll find yourself looking back with regret, wondering where all the time went. So I urge you to be intentional with every hour, every minute, and every second of your day. Keep track of how you're spending your time and make adjustments where needed. Don't let distractions, meaningless engagements, or other people's agendas steal what is rightfully yours. Time is precious, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. Value your time as the foundation upon which you build your life. Guard it fiercely, invest it wisely, and use it to move relentlessly towards your purpose. As you pursue your purpose, one of the most important decisions you will make is who you allow to be part of your journey. The people you surround yourself with will either propel you towards success or pull you off course. That's why it's essential to build a circle of support, a network of people who challenge you, uplift you, and push you toward achieving your goals. You see, no one achieves greatness alone. Every successful person you admire had a support system, a group of individuals who believed in them, encouraged them, and held them accountable. Your environment matters. The people you consistently interact with have a direct impact on your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your results. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to be intentional about who you surround yourself with. There are people in your life who are comfortable with where you are. They may even love you, but they don't want you to grow because your growth challenges their comfort zone. These are the individuals who will encourage you to stay the same, to play it safe, and to keep things just as they are. But if you want to rise to your highest potential, you can't afford to be around people who keep you stagnant. You need people who will push you to be better, to think bigger, and to stretch beyond your current limits. The right support system will not only believe in your dreams, but they'll also hold you accountable for doing the work. They won't let you settle for mediocrity or give in to self-doubt. Instead, they'll encourage you to stay focused on your goals, even when the journey gets tough. These are the people who will speak life into your vision, remind you of your purpose, and challenge you to keep moving forward when you feel like giving up. But it's not just about having cheerleaders. You need people who will challenge you. People who won't just tell you what you want to hear, but who will give you honest feedback when you need it. Surround yourself with those who are further along the path you want to walk, those who have experience, wisdom, and insight to offer. Let them challenge your thinking, help you see your blind spots, and push you to grow in areas you might not even realize need attention. At the same time, make sure your circle is filled with people who genuinely care about your well-being. It's one thing to have people who challenge you, but it's equally important to have people who uplift you. You need individuals who celebrate your wins, who encourage you during setbacks, and who remind you of your worth when you're feeling low. Emotional support is just as vital as intellectual or strategic support. You need a circle of people who believe in you even when you're struggling to believe in yourself. Be mindful, too, that not everyone deserves a place in your inner circle. Not everyone has the capacity to support your vision. And that's okay. You don't need a large group of people, you need the right people. Quality over quantity is key. It's better to have a small group of individuals who are genuinely invested in your growth than a large crowd of acquaintances who are indifferent or unsupportive. Building the right circle of support may require you to evaluate your current relationships and make some difficult decisions. There may be people you need to distance yourself from because they no longer serve your journey. This isn't about abandoning others, but about recognizing that your growth requires a different kind of environment. Surround yourself with those who reflect your aspirations, not your limitations. Seek out mentors, peers, and friends who inspire you, who see the greatness in you, and who are committed to helping you succeed. These are the people who will push you out of your comfort zone, lift you up when you fall, and celebrate with you when you reach new heights. There comes a time in everyone's journey toward greatness when you realize that in order to grow, you must separate yourself from certain relationships, environments, or situations. This concept of separation for elevation is not always easy, but it is necessary. Just like an eagle must leave the ground to soar to higher heights, you too must recognize when it's time to leave behind what no longer serves your growth. Sometimes, the very things you've become comfortable with are the same things holding you back from reaching your next level. It could be people, familiar environments, or even your own mindset. The challenge is that separation often feels uncomfortable because it forces you to step into the unknown. But growth and elevation never happen in comfort zones. If you want to elevate, you must be willing to let go of the things that keep you grounded. The truth is, not everyone can go where you're going. Some relationships, while meaningful in the past, may no longer fit the vision for your future. This doesn't mean you have to cut people off harshly or with resentment. It simply means recognizing that as you elevate, your needs, priorities, and focus change. Elevation requires space to think differently, space to move in new directions, and space to meet new people who are aligned with where you are headed. It's important to understand that separation for elevation is not about rejecting or abandoning people. It's about making room for your own growth. Imagine carrying a heavy load while trying to climb a mountain. The higher you climb, the more that weight will hold you back. At some point, you must decide to let go of the unnecessary baggage if you truly want to reach the peak. That's what separation does. It lightens your load so you can move freely toward your destiny. Sometimes the environments you've been in for years have become too small for your evolving purpose. You may find that the people or situations that used to support you no longer align with your goals. Perhaps they don't understand your vision, or maybe they're comfortable staying where they are. And that's okay. But if you want to reach higher, you must be willing to step out of the familiar and into new spaces that challenge you and align with your growth. Separation may also be necessary from your own habits and mindsets. We often hold on to limiting beliefs, fears, or patterns of behavior that served us at one stage but now limit our progress. If you want to elevate, you have to be honest with yourself about what's holding you back internally. Sometimes the greatest separation happens within from your old way of thinking, your old way of doing things, or your old way of seeing yourself. But let's be clear, separation isn't easy. It may involve difficult decisions, emotional challenges, and even feelings of loneliness for a season. But understand that separation is temporary while elevation is permanent. You are not leaving people or situations behind out of selfishness. You are doing it out of necessity. You are making room for what's ahead. Sometimes people won't understand your need for separation. They may feel hurt or abandoned, but that's not a reflection of your intentions. It's a reflection of your growth. As you elevate, those who are meant to be part of your future will rise with you, while others may fall away. This is a natural part of the journey. The higher you climb, the smaller your circle may become. But that's because you're moving into spaces that not everyone is ready for. In the journey toward fulfilling your purpose, one of the greatest keys to success is learning to stay mission-oriented. Your mission, your purpose is the reason you're here. It's the vision that drives you, the bigger picture that you're working toward. However, along the way, you'll face countless distractions that threaten to pull you off course, whether they come from external sources or your own inner battles. This is why it's crucial to keep your focus locked on your mission and be relentless in ghosting distractions that shift your attention away from your purpose. The world is filled with distractions, and many of them come disguised as opportunities or harmless engagements. These distractions can be subtle, like a tempting but irrelevant opportunity that takes your focus away from your primary goals. Or they can be more obvious, like unnecessary drama, toxic relationships, or mindless activities that add no value to your life. If you're not careful, these distractions will slowly drain your time, energy, and focus, leaving you further from your purpose. Staying mission-oriented requires clarity and discipline. You must have a clear understanding of your long-term vision, where you're headed, why you're headed there, and what steps you need to take to get there. When you have clarity about your mission, it becomes easier to recognize distractions for what they are. You can assess every decision, every relationship, and every opportunity through the lens of your purpose. Ask yourself, does this align with my mission? Is this moving me closer to my vision or pulling me further away? If it's not aligned, it's a distraction, and it needs to be ghosted. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day noise, but if you're serious about your mission, you have to learn to block out anything that doesn't contribute to your purpose. This doesn't mean you ignore people or situations entirely, but it does mean that you become selective about where you invest your time and energy. Not everything and everyone deserves your attention. Your attention is valuable, and it should be spent on activities, relationships, and goals that propel you toward your vision. This level of focus requires a shift in mindset. You must become comfortable saying no to things that don't serve your mission, even if they seem appealing in the moment. You may need to decline invitations, resist distractions, or cut ties with people who constantly pull you away from your purpose. Distractions are persistent, and they often come when you're on the verge of a breakthrough. They will tempt you to lower your standards, settle for less, or engage in activities that lead you off track. But when you're mission-oriented, you remain firm in your commitment to your long-term vision. In the pursuit of your purpose, one of the most liberating truths you can embrace is that you cannot please everyone. This realization is crucial, because attempting to satisfy everyone around you will only lead to frustration, compromise, and a significant delay in your progress. The desire to please everyone often stems from a fear of rejection or a need for validation. We want to be liked, accepted, and admired, and so we go out of our way to accommodate the expectations and desires of others. While this may seem like a noble pursuit, it's fundamentally flawed, because it shifts your focus from your own goals and vision to the opinions and needs of others. Pleasing everyone is an impossible task. No matter how hard you try, there will always be someone who disagrees with your choices or has a different opinion. The more you try to accommodate every opinion, the more you dilute your own vision and purpose. You end up spreading yourself thin, trying to juggle competing demands, and ultimately, you sacrifice the quality and integrity of your own goals. When you focus on pleasing everyone, you also open yourself up to constant criticism and second guessing. Every decision you make will be scrutinized, and every step you take will be questioned. This creates an environment of uncertainty and self-doubt, which can paralyze your progress. Instead of moving forward with confidence, you find yourself stuck, trying to appease everyone rather than pursuing your own path with clarity and conviction. Compromising your dreams to make others happy means you are not fully investing in what you truly want to achieve. It's important to understand that your dreams are personal and unique to you. They are born from your passions, talents, and vision for your life. To compromise them for the sake of others' approval is to deny yourself the fulfillment of your true potential. Let me be clear, you have to own your journey. This means making decisions that align with your purpose, even if they are unpopular or met with resistance. It means setting boundaries around your time, energy, and resources to ensure that they are spent in ways that further your vision. Pleasing everyone will only lead you down a path of confusion and compromise, where your own goals become secondary to the approval of others. The reality is the people who truly matter in your life will respect and support you even when you make decisions that don't align with their expectations. Genuine relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding, not on constantly catering to others' desires. Those who are meant to be part of your journey will stand by you even if you don't meet their every expectation. Mental clarity and inner peace are essential for achieving your goals and fulfilling your purpose. To cultivate these states, it's crucial to ghost negativity and toxicity from your life. When you rid yourself of negative influences and toxic environments, you create space for mental clarity, inner peace, and creative progress. Negativity and toxicity are like mental clutter. They cloud your thoughts, drain your energy, and hinder your ability to focus on what truly matters. When you're surrounded by negativity, whether it comes from toxic people, harmful environments, or destructive thought patterns, it becomes nearly impossible to think clearly or make meaningful progress. This is why removing these elements from your life is not just beneficial, it's essential. Mental clarity is the ability to think clearly and make decisions without being clouded by doubts, fears, or distractions. It's the state where your mind is organized and focused, allowing you to tackle challenges with precision and insight. When you eliminate negativity from your life, you reduce the mental noise that competes for your attention. This allows your mind to settle, focus, and engage with your goals in a more meaningful way. Inner peace, on the other hand, is the emotional calm and contentment that comes from within. It's the feeling of being grounded and centered, regardless of external circumstances. When you're constantly exposed to negativity, it disrupts your inner peace, leading to stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil. By ghosting toxic influences, you protect your inner peace and create a stable foundation from which you can operate effectively. Creative progress thrives in an environment of clarity and peace. Creativity requires freedom from mental and emotional clutter. When your mind is clear and your emotions are stable, you're better able to generate ideas, solve problems, and innovate. Negativity and toxicity stifle creativity by keeping your mind preoccupied with worries and conflicts. By removing these obstacles, you open yourself up to new possibilities and creative breakthroughs. It's important to recognize that ghosting negativity and toxicity is not about avoiding or ignoring problems. Rather, it's about making a conscious choice to protect your mental and emotional well-being. It's about setting boundaries and making decisions that allow you to maintain a positive and productive mindset. This may involve distancing yourself from negative people, avoiding toxic environments, or challenging your own negative thought patterns. For instance, if certain relationships consistently bring negativity into your life, you may need to limit your interactions with those individuals, or in some cases, end the relationship altogether. If a work environment or social setting is detrimental to your well-being, consider finding a healthier alternative, or taking steps to create a more positive space. Even within yourself, challenge and transform negative self-talk. Replace limiting beliefs with affirmations that support your growth and success. By ghosting negativity and toxicity, you're not just creating space in your life, you're making room for positive influences and experiences. You're inviting in people who uplift and support you, environments that foster your growth, and thoughts that encourage your progress. This shift not only enhances your well-being, but also aligns you with your purpose, enabling you to achieve your goals with greater ease and satisfaction. Additionally, maintaining mental clarity and inner peace helps you respond to challenges with a calm and measured approach. When you're not bogged down by negativity, you can address problems with a clear mind and make decisions that are aligned with your purpose. This proactive and thoughtful approach leads to more effective solutions and greater overall success. To truly make strides toward your goals and achieve your purpose, it's vital to be intentional in every aspect of your life. This means that every decision you make, every conversation you have, and every action you take should be deliberately aligned with your purpose. Intentionality ensures that your efforts are focused, your resources are used wisely, and your journey is consistently directed toward your ultimate vision. Being intentional starts with understanding your purpose deeply. When you have a clear vision of where you want to go, it becomes easier to make choices that align with that vision. Every decision you make should be a step toward fulfilling your purpose, not a distraction or detour. This requires thoughtful consideration and a commitment to ensuring that your actions are not just reactive but strategic. Consider your decisions carefully. Before committing to a new project, opportunity, or relationship, ask yourself, does this align with my purpose? Will it contribute to my long-term goals? This process of evaluation helps you avoid being swayed by immediate gratifications or pressures from others. It keeps you focused on what truly matters and ensures that your actions are consistently moving you toward your vision. In conversations, being intentional means engaging in discussions that contribute positively to your journey. This involves surrounding yourself with people who support and inspire you and avoiding conversations that drain your energy or divert your attention. Choose your interactions wisely. Engage with those who uplift you, provide constructive feedback, and share your values and aspirations. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult conversations, but it does mean prioritizing those that are meaningful and supportive of your purpose. When it comes to actions, intentionality requires that you be deliberate in how you allocate your time and energy. Every task you undertake should be evaluated for its relevance and impact on your goals. Avoid engaging in activities that do not add value or that distract you from your primary objectives. This might involve setting strict boundaries on how you spend your time, delegating tasks that are outside your core focus, or even saying no to opportunities that, while appealing, do not serve your long-term vision. Being intentional also means being proactive rather than reactive. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you or for problems to arise before you act. Instead, plan ahead, set clear goals, and take deliberate actions that align with your purpose. Create a strategy for your journey and follow it with discipline and focus. This proactive approach ensures that you are continually moving toward your objectives and not merely responding to circumstances as they come. Additionally, intentionality involves reflecting on your progress and making adjustments as needed. Regularly assess whether your actions, decisions, and interactions are still in alignment with your purpose. If you find that something is no longer contributing to your goals or is causing unnecessary diversion, be prepared to make changes. This might involve reevaluating your priorities, adjusting your strategies, or even letting go of certain commitments that no longer serve your purpose. By being intentional, you also cultivate a sense of accountability. When you are deliberate about your choices and actions, you take full ownership of your journey. This sense of accountability helps you stay committed and motivated as you see the direct impact of your intentional efforts on your progress. Ultimately, being intentional is about living with purpose and ensuring that every element of your life is aligned with your vision. It means making conscious choices that reflect your goals, values, and aspirations. When you live with intentionality, you become more focused, more effective, and more fulfilled. So as you move forward on your journey, embrace the power of intentionality. Make decisions with purpose, engage in conversations that support your vision, and take actions that drive you closer to your goals. Ghost whatever doesn't add value to your journey and keep your focus steadfast on what truly matters. By doing so, you will not only achieve your purpose, but also experience a greater sense of satisfaction and success along the way. Intentional living transforms every aspect of your life, turning your dreams into reality and your vision into accomplishment. As we conclude today's discussion, let's reflect on the power of being intentional in every facet of our lives. We've explored the importance of focusing on our purpose, cutting off distractions, setting boundaries, and surrounding ourselves with support. We've seen how protecting our time, embracing necessary separations, and understanding that we cannot please everyone are crucial to our journey. We've delved into the necessity of ghosting negativity for mental clarity and peace. And we've emphasized the importance of deliberate actions and decisions aligned with our purpose. The journey toward fulfilling your purpose is not always easy, but it is profoundly rewarding. It requires commitment, courage, and a steadfast focus on what truly matters. By being intentional, you align your every move with your greater vision. ensuring that each step you take is a step toward your ultimate goals. Remember, life is too precious to be spent on distractions, negativity, or compromises that do not serve your higher purpose. Your dreams are worth the effort, and your purpose is worth the focus. Embrace the power of intentionality and let it guide you in every decision, every action, and every interaction. As you move forward, carry with you the clarity and conviction that come from being purpose-driven. Ghost whatever does not contribute to your journey and make every moment count toward achieving your vision. Your path is uniquely yours, and the impact you can make is limitless when you live with intention and dedication. Let your journey be a testament to the power of purposeful living. Let it inspire others to pursue their own paths with the same clarity and commitment. And most importantly, let it fulfill the promise of your potential as you achieve not only your goals, but also the profound satisfaction of knowing that you lived with purpose and integrity. Thank you for joining me today. Go forth with intention, embrace your purpose, and make your mark on the world. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards of living purposefully are beyond measure. Your future awaits, and it is brighter with every step you take in alignment with your true purpose.